What else do you need help with?
Um, well, I was going to make my own script, actually. And I also need help with that.
You want to
So, like,
make your own script.
I'll write the whole thing down with you, and then you'll act it.
Really?
But I know the emotions for the other people. So yeah, the only person you're gonna do is the one who starts with M.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, emotional intelligence question. How do you like to be rewarded when you've done something well?
How do I like to get rewarded? By saying thank you.
Mm.
By saying you did a great job. By saying you are amazing. Or like this workbook you did a great job on.
So compliments. You like to be complimented on
Yeah.
how good you did. Yeah. Do you remember when you were little and when you were like between 1 and 2.5, every time me or your therapist told you good job, you cried? Do you remember that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, when you were little, between the ages like maybe it was like 8 months to 2 or something like that. It was like it was like over a year of your life. Every single time you accomplished a big thing, and we were like, "Yeah, good job." You would start crying. You would cry so hard. And we couldn't figure it out. It was the oddest thing. I'm glad you grew out of that.
Yeah, definitely. And if I do get rewarded, or if you say, like, you did a great job, I don't do that. I'm very proud of myself.
Right, yeah. Now you don't do that anymore. You haven't done that anymore for years. But yeah, I just remembered. It just made me remember that from when you were little.
Do you know why I was crying?
No, I don't.
Because I was happy. I was happy crying.
Oh. Maybe. I don't know. It didn't seem that way at the time, but maybe. I don't know. Okay, ready?
Hmm?
Hopes and dreams. What makes you feel motivated?
What makes me feel motivated?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of energy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can just like flail and do everything.
What gives you all that energy? What makes you like, yeah, let's do this? What kind of thing? What kind of stuff makes you feel that way?
So like, one time when we were thinking of a video to do, we thought about doing the crystal growing kit, and I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Likes and dislikes. What is the best thing to do on the weekend?
What is the best thing to do on the weekend?
Mm-hmm. What's the best thing to do on the weekend?
Making videos.
Making videos?
Yeah.
Oh.
I love making Q&A videos.
You love the Q&As? You like to talk, eh?
Yeah.
Random. What do you think about when you can't go to sleep?
What do I think about when I can't go to sleep? Think about playing.
Think about playing?
I think about you.
Aw, really?
I think about Mimi. I think about you getting a new laptop. I think about having a toy recliner chair for my stuffies. I think about all this stuff. I think about having a toy Christmas tree with toy ornaments for my stuffies. I think about having toy water bottles and straws for my stuffies. So yeah.
Reflection question. What makes you feel safe?
What makes me feel safe? You.
Aw.
If I have a bad dream,
Yeah.
I ask for help from you.
Yeah. I come in and give you kisses, huh?
And lovies.
And they tell you it's okay because it's just a dream.
Yeah. Sometimes Mimi comes here if I have a bad dream.
Does she?
Yeah.
That's sweet of her.
She gives me some lovey rubbies.
She's a very intuitive cat.
Yeah.
She knows when you're upset.
She knows when I'm upset. She hears it.
Yeah.
So if I fall, remember that one time where I hit my head in the corner of that table?
Yeah, she comes running, huh?
Yeah,
she comes running to you.
She came. Well, she actually walked instead of ran. That time.
She came walking to you.
Yeah, she came walking. And she gave me some rubbings on my hip instead of my head. That's what she always does. It gives me rubbings on my head. She rubbed me on my hip. She knew I hurt on my head. So.
She's a lovey kitty.
She's a lovey kitty.
Okay. Self-expression.
You're a lovey kitty, Mimi.
What do you worry most about?
What do I worry most about? I don't know. What I worry most about. I don't know.
What do you worry about the most? Everybody worries about stuff. What do you worry about the most?
I don't worry about anything sometimes, but sometimes I worry about, Mimi scratching me. Because I do not like that. She's awake right now, Mimi.
Yeah.
She's a night owl.
She is.
Yeah.
What is the one thing I do that drives you crazy?
Nothing.
Nothing? Oh, come on.
Nope.
There must be something I do that annoys you.
Well, there's only one thing, not anything else.
Okay.
So, before doing the Q&A thing with those cards, you were, scrolling on Facebook for a long time, and I hate that. I just want to get to what we're doing.
Oh, busted. Oh, so when I make you wait because I'm scrolling on Facebook,
Or something like
drives you nuts.
Take long.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can understand that.
Is that random?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's random.
What were the other two?
They were the emotional intelligence and hopes and dreams. And likes and dislikes. So this one is, if you could live in anything, what would you choose?
If I could live in anything, what would I choose?
Yeah.
An igloo.
An igloo?
Yeah.
You would live in an igloo?
Yeah, with my stuffies. It would have a whole blanket, and around that blanket we would set up an igloo.
Tell me about a time when you lied.
I remember one.
What was it?
When I was little, I wasn't like a baby. I was 3 years old or something. And I peed in my diaper, but you said, "Did you pee in your diaper?" And I was like, "No." Yeah. That's one time I lied.
Really? Okay, last one. Self-expression. What do you think grown-ups don't understand?
Nothing.
Nothing?
They do understand everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof, I wish that were true.
Yeah, but
There's a lot that I don't understand.
Like what?
Oh gosh, why people are mean to each other.
I don't understand that either.
Why we have to work so hard for everything.
I know. I know the answer.
What?
Because we have to homeschool. And when you were little, you had to homeschool, right?
No.
You didn't?
No, I didn't do homeschooling.
What was the toughest thing you did
When?
when you were in kindergarten?
The toughest thing I did when I was in kindergarten? Gosh, I don't know if I can remember kindergarten, baby. That was a long time ago. I don't remember too much about kindergarten because I'm so much older now. Yeah, I don't know. I know that when I was an older kid, the toughest things that I had to do when I was in school was dealing with the other kids being mean.
Mhm.
I think that was the toughest thing.
Yeah. Kids were mean to each other in my classes too.
Were they really? Like how?
They just were.
What'd they do?
I didn't pay attention to them.
You didn't?
No.
Well, that's good. Were
I
they
didn't.
mean to you?
No.
Well, that's good. What would happen if someone was mean to you?
I would just like fight with them.
You would fight with them?
Mhm.
What do you mean you would fight with them? Fight with them how?
Oh, I'm not talking about that who I know. I'm talking about strangers that I don't know.
Yeah, but how would you fight with them?
Because I don't know them. I don't know their names. I don't know who they are.
But what would you do to fight with them? What do
I
you...
would like do my own fighting moves.
You would do your own fighting moves?
Mhm. And
What?
I would try to get them to stop taking me away.
Taking you away?
Mhm. Like if you were in a group and I was far away from you,
I'm saying, what would you do if kids were mean to you?
I would just walk away from them.
Good. Would that bother you if they said mean things to you?
Yes. Definitely.
What do you know about that? If someone says mean things to you, what does that mean?
Everything.
If someone says,
I know.
What?
For an example. If someone says, like, I don't like you.
yeah,
Yeah.
how does that feel?
I would just walk away from them and not do anything.
Why do you think they would say that to you? Do you think they would say that because there's something wrong with you?
Yeah. Maybe. But I don't know because I've never been like bullied or something, so.
Well, I can tell you something for sure. Most of the time, and I've told you this before, so you might remember once I start telling you. Most of the time, when kids say mean things to you, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you.
I remember that.
It's not because there's something wrong with you that they say that mean thing. They say, I don't like you. That's not because of you. That's because of them. That's because they are hurting or someone is being mean to them and it's making them be mean to you or someone else. It has nothing to do with you. Most of the time when someone says mean things to you,
It
that
has nothing to do with you.
it's a problem with them. So you have to be confident in who you are, and you have to love yourself and know that how someone else feels about you doesn't matter. It doesn't define you.
Definitely.
It only matters how you feel about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like yourself, then it doesn't matter if they like you or not.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what?
Uh-huh.
Not everybody's going to like you.
Yep.
There's always going to be people who don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
But there's always going to be people who do like you.
Yeah, like one time somebody said, what's wrong with their arms? Because that's a mean thing. And I don't care about that. I just stay confident.
Yeah, because there's nothing wrong with your arms.
No, there's nothing wrong with my
There's
arms.
nothing wrong with you at all.
No.
You're awesome.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about it. If people say mean things to you, it might hurt your feelings a little bit, but you have to remember
Mm-hmm.
that there's nothing wrong with you, and that's just them being mean.
Mm-hmm. Like, the only thing that's wrong with my arms is, like, you can't get one of my arms straight enough.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
not wrong.
Yeah.
That's just different.
Yeah, that's different than wrong.
It's not wrong. There is no right and wrong for arms. There's lots of different ways for arms. Some people don't have arms at all.
Right.
Could you imagine not having any arms? How would you do stuff with no arms?
You wouldn't do anything.
You think?
Hmm.
But there's people with no arms who are doing everything.
How do they do that stuff?
Well, how do you think they do it? What would you use if you didn't have your arms?
A walker?
What would you use to do stuff? You would use your what?
Mind?
Your mouth,
Hmm.
your feet,
Hmm.
your shoulders,
Hmm.
your legs.
Hmm.
You know how
But
you
if-
figure out how to do things even though your hands don't work the same way as everyone else's, right?
Yeah, but if somebody's trying to pick a piece of paper up with their mouth and they don't want to get wet, and you don't want to get dirty because your feet are dirty, or you don't want to do it with your shoulders because there's a bunch of hair on your shoulders and you don't want to get too hairy, then how do you do it?
I don't know, babe. Maybe you have like a pair of tongs. You use your mouth, pick them up with the tongs. My point is that the same way that you figure out how to do everything you want to do, even though your hands are different, someone with no arms figures out how to do everything they want to do, even though they don't have any arms. All right. That's all.
That's all. Bye-bye, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.